Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. These are some exercises, okay, page 240 of your workbook. I would like to do them together with you. I would like to try question number 1 and question number 2. Okay, for a start. Okay, ready? Okay, question number 1. Here we see that the sine is a power of even number. Okay, and in fact the cosine is also power even number. In our guideline it says that if both sine and cosine has even power, consider to use the double angle formula. Okay, this is a formula. So let's change our sine square into this and cosine square into this. Okay, so we change into that and then let's expand it. Okay, to expand this portion of the numerator values, consider to use a formula of a minus b times a plus b, which is the a square minus b square. So 1 square minus the cosine square. The on 4 we put it in front. Okay. Then as we split it, now we can solve the integral. But for this second part, cosine square, what should we do? Yeah, we do need to apply cosine square, this formula again, right? So let's apply this formula for the cosine power even number. So we change in terms of a cosine to x, but our angle is 2x there. So now it becomes cosine for x plus 1 and plus we can separate them. Okay, let's separate this. And notice here I have integrate, which we get the x, and here we separate them. Okay, so we have cosine for x on 2 and then plus minus, plus is minus, we take the constant in front and we are to integrate. As for this portion, we might have to use a simple u substitution. Let me pause. Okay, let us pause this video. Everybody solve this. Let me give you about 3 minutes. Pause the video and integrate. Okay. Alright, let us compare work. So there, the first mark, you are supposed to use this identity, okay, M1, and then you are splitting it, okay. So then again here, we are left with cosine power even number. So again, you are to use this double angle formula, okay, there. And then as you expand it, here we can integrate. So I have x minus over here, we split it further, it becomes like this. Okay, so integrating term by term, and for this portion we need to use a simple u substitution. Okay, so change everything in terms of a u. Check my work. Okay, dx is du on 4, so it becomes 1 on 8 sine cosine u. Integrating cosine u, we get sine. Alright, and here we can see there's an x minus half x, so it is 1 on x. So u is replacing it back into the x for x. So we integrate all, maybe there's a mark there, okay, and then a1. So this question can carry a nice 6 marks. Right, so check to your work. The formula that you have to use, and then you have to use again the formula, and then to separate, okay, the plus and minus there, the minus, and then to use a u substitution and to integrate further, and your last simplified answer. Okay, next let us compare work for question number 2. We do it together. here we see a sine power even number, and we see cosine power odd number. Okay, so how to do that? Whenever you see an odd function, okay, or the cosine power 3, okay, sorry, cosine power 3, do consider to split it first, okay, such that whenever we split, okay, this cosine power 3, it becomes cosine square t times cosine t, like that. Okay, and then when here you see the, and then what? And then after you have power 3 there, consider to use this Pythagorean identity. For which portion? For this portion. Okay. So let me write it back. So meaning, whenever you see an even power and odd power, okay, so which one to start first? I guess we have to start with this case 2 first. Okay. But yet, like the one that we have seen, question number 1, whenever you have both sines and cosine even power, you start with case number 1. Here we have between power even number and power odd number, consider to use this case 2 guideline. So meaning you are to split the odd power like this one, and then use straight away the Pythagorean identity for the portion that you split just now. Okay, so cosine square is 1 minus sine square. Cosine t, dt. Right, and after that, consider to use a simple u substitution. Okay, u being the sine, because we would like to get rid of this cosine t dt in terms of du. Sine, derivative of the sine is cosine. So the du is cosine t dt. Okay, and then you are to change everything in terms of u. So as we change everything in terms of u, now the sine square is u square minus sine square again a u square, and cosine t dt is du. So then now it's easy for us to integrate, okay, such that now it becomes u power 4. So that is the technique. Alright, so why don't I give you about 3 minutes, you continue, and afterward we will check the answer. Okay, let me give you 3 minutes from now. So let's compare what. So the first mark goes to, whenever you see an odd power, tackle it first, such that you are to split and to use Pythagorean identity, this one. And then simplify further by using a u substitution, change everything in terms of u, and okay, until like that, and then you are to integrate, okay, term by term, and get to your answer. So this question here, it can carry 5 marks or 4 marks. Okay, here I give 5 marks. And your last answer should be in terms of the sine t. Alright? Okay, get that?